Hey crew, afternoon. This is a Tuesday tip. This is actually my office, and I think TJ did a short video the other day with how to tape trim, but what if I wanted to paint this? So annoying when there's carpet here. Out here you've got some hard floors. That's way, way easier. So what I've got some orange tape. I've got just the spackling putty knife, and then I've got a painter's knife. Now I brought a masker with me. You don't need the masker. I could definitely lay down this paper later on without the masker, but it's totally optional. The biggest thing we're going to go over today is how to lay your tape. Now, you can use frog, blue, orange, anything else you want on this. We found orange works really well on here. Is it going to leave a small, slight residue on your carpet? Yes, it's microscopic. You won't be able to feel it or see it. But I have not practiced on this trim. I don't know what we're going to get into, so let's see what we can do here. So the whole point, you definitely don't just want to tape right on the edge of the trim because there's going to be some paint. I'm going to assume we're going to paint this. So if you're going to paint this, obviously you've already cleaned it. You probably sanded it or used a deglosser on it. You've primed it with like an oil shellac or like an Extreme Bond primer. And then now we're ready to paint it. So before you do any of that, we'd like to cover the carpet so we don't ruin our nice carpet. If in this situation, it's not as easy as the top just to go in like one straight line. Excuse me. So I'm going to, man, we do not have much room there. So what I want to do is I'm not going to go under it, okay? I'm going to go slightly just to the edge and then put a little bit more on than I need. And I'm going to go like that. See how it kind of comes up the side of the trim? Then I'm going to just push it underneath with your putty knife. And voila! So that should pretty much protect you from getting anything on the carpet. Now, if I was a pro, I suppose I could, like, let's see how this works. I suppose I could go over there, overlap all the way down. Now, there's going to be some times where, like, you didn't get it far enough back. Totally fine. Just when you're done, go back, take another piece, and kind of slide it under there. So let's see if I can work this in. Now, the bad part about doing this method, if I went too high, sometimes it's really hard to get it under there. In this case, I can kind of push straight down on it. So you definitely don't want to push up against your tape so that, you know, it sticks really hard. Like right here, I went pretty high. It's kind of sticking real hard up on the trim, but I'm going to push it under like that. Okay, perfect example. TJ, why don't you come up here and take a look at this? So you can kind of see right there, look at that. That'll definitely bleed through, and that is for sure carpet. So I'm going to finish pushing this out real quick. See again, got too high on that. And if I can't get it under, that's okay. I'll cut it and restart over. So again, you want to be careful. Okay, so everything's good except for this point. So all I'm going to do is, I've got two options. If there was a lot of space, I would see if I could like get the corner under here. It's not cooperating very well. And if you go in at an angle, and you kind of just pull it there, I'm going to pull it over where I want it. There's one option, okay? Your other option is, I'll tear that out real quick so you can see the spot. Okay, so we can see our spot again. The other option is just, I'm just going to overshoot it on purpose. Sometimes you can push it down with your fingers like there to get it started, but see how I'm like pushing up against the trim and it's sticking pretty well? I don't like that, but let's see what we can do. I'm just kind of working it down. Now, once you paint this, you can take it back off. Try to be fairly light with your paint, close to here, because you might get a little bit bridging between this tape and this. Not the best situation. You could take your knife, your painter's knife, after you're done, and maybe gently cut the bridging like that before you pull the paint out. But you've got a slight chance of, you got a moderate chance of when you pull this out, if it's really, really tight, might pull up a little bit of the edge of your paint on your trim. If that's the case, Pull it out first, note where the touch-ups are, maybe put a little frog tape on the edge and, gently touch it up like that. Now, once we've got our orange down, so I would continue that all the way down the wall if we were painting. Once we've got the orange down, don't necessarily have to do this. I strongly recommend it. Pull a little paper, which I totally messed up. And this is real life right here, so I totally messed up this master because I'm supposed to be pulling away from where the tape is. So I can just put it down there, pull away. So I'm kind of just angling it out a little bit. And then same thing when I'm cutting it off. Secure my blade, get the trash out of the way. And there you go. So, like, if our team was going in, you know what, guys? There's not necessarily right or wrong how to do this. There's plenty of ways. The whole point, doesn't matter how you do it, try to get your tape at least just maybe a 1/4 of an inch to an 1/8 of an inch underneath your trim so you don't get anything on the carpet. And then again, a lot of people don't even put down paper. They don't use drop cloths. I personally think that's not a great idea because nice carpet, way easier just to put down a couple dollars worth of paper and tape just to protect that. And then, like, if one of our teams was coming in to paint this office, we'd actually do this, and then we'd put a drop cloth so this entire office floor would be covered in drop cloths because we spill too. So anyways, that's your Tuesday tip for you, and hopefully that helps.